Gradient scale. Achieving impossible tasks using gradients. Definition. The term gradient means a slope upwards or downwards. A gradient can be great or it can be small. The famous quote that anything can be achieved is sometimes very difficult to understand or believed. However, when you use gradients, then it is much clearer to see how things can be achieved. When you move forward very slowly, then it helps whatever you are doing. Once you gain more confidence, then you will naturally go faster. Achieving impossible tasks using gradient. I have found that one of the most powerful tools in getting something done that you consider to be close to impossible is using the gradient scale. It is most certainly not going to get the task done fast, but it will allow you to do the job or the task. Let's take an example where someone wants to reload their computer with a new software package, but has little to no experience in reloading software. Then these are some basic steps in getting this done. Here are some basic steps to find out about reloading software. Number 1. Google or YouTube reloading computer software. Use the links that you find to familiarize yourself with what takes place and what needs to be done. Recognize that there will be some or even many things in the tutorial video that you don't understand. If this is the case, then just have a pen and paper and take notes of the parts that you do not understand. You don't need to take detailed notes, just the basic area that you don't feel comfortable with. Watch the tutorials as many times as you need to, again adding questions where you see fit. Now look up these further questions in Google, YouTube, or wherever. Watch these videos as many times as you need. Now either you have got enough data from these tutorials or you still have questions. If you still have questions, then go deeper on the subject. Join blogs where you can, send questions to obtain more specific answers to your questions. In other words, questions that you have where the tutorials don't answer. I have found that YouTube and Google have more than enough information on almost all subjects. In my case, I've used this method many times before, and I will watch the same videos over and over again until I already know what is coming next. When I apply the knowledge that I've obtained, then I can actually go about doing these jobs that I initially thought were above my capabilities. What I've just explained here is the breaking down of tasks into such small parts so that you can deal with them. You will need to have a lot of time on your hands, so if you expect to get these impossible tasks done quickly, then I would rather advise that you pay for someone to do it for you. But if you want to expand your capabilities, then this is an excellent way to learn, and you are learning on your own terms. I had a few motorbike parts to replace. I initially thought that these were beyond my capabilities, so I proceeded to use my A to H advice, as explained before. It took me a considerable amount of time and repeats before I became somewhat confident to take on these tasks. Also, when I did take them on, I wrote down each and every step, including photos showing me the exact methods that I needed to use. The end result was that I was able to replace these parts, and now I am more confident not of just these tasks, but also of taking on any other areas in life that I want to expand into. It was therefore with the gradient scale that I was able to accomplish these tasks. There is also a great sense of achievement and satisfaction when you can look back and see what you have accomplished. This is a certain dopamine boost. Applying gradient to projects. What I've found in my experience is that I've been able to overcome negative thinking by using gradients. In other words, breaking down the thing that needs to be done into very small parts and then addressing them one at a time. So the gradient helps you tackle smaller things. Then, when you look back at what you have achieved over time, you get a boost of confidence. When you break things down into very small, doable tasks, then you can look over these small tasks and even select one of these tasks so as to get the ball rolling. In other words, when you find a project or thing that you do not want to confront, then by breaking it into small tasks, you can ask yourself, what part of this project or what small task can you face? Can you do right now? This is then an introduction of getting you back into the doingness of this job. We will give you a simple example. Here is John, who has an issue with not wanting to clean his car. He has put it off for too long and the car is exceptionally dirty. He has the cleaning supplies and he has a place to clean the car, but he has just not started the process of cleaning the car. He applies gradient by writing down the car cleaning sequence into smaller sections. These sections are: remove all the garbage from the inside of the car, clean up the space in the boot or the trunk, get cleaning materials out and prepare space to clean the car, hose car down, wash car with shampoo, rinse car off, dry car, buff up the chrome parts and windows. Parts A, B, and C were done in the morning. Then the car was finished off later that day. So although it may seem like more work to have to write down what you needed to do on top of actually getting out there and cleaning the car, it was a way to confront that item, that thing that you were putting off. Naturally, we are not saying that everyone needs to clean your car in this way, but rather giving an example of how you can address things that you don't like to confront. This is providing you with tools to get over things that you put in your own way. Take a look at the positive and negative thought video on this channel, as this allows you to address those things that you put off even more. Here is the take-home and summary. You've just seen the basics on using a gradient to achieve the following: achieving impossible tasks using gradient, overcoming negative thinking about a subject and approaching it in gradient to start and perform the task, handling tasks that you do not want to confront. Use these methods to manage yourself so as to confront and start to deal with those tasks that you keep putting off, or use this system to allow yourself to train up on any subject that you wish to take on. Just these basic systems get you back into the game of life. Check out the playlists to see what other systems you can use to build a stronger and more robust you. Do not forget to enjoy your research while you improve you. Everyone wants to improve in some way deep down, and it is a worthwhile achievement investing your time to improve you. So manage your time wisely. Great fortune ahead. Best wishes from Lots of Healing.